Thanks for joining us on this wonderful Friday evening. I'm Tyrone Sharper, and we got another good one for you to end the week. From softball to baseball, we've got it all. But the first order of business is to make sure that all of you awesome folks have the DSN app so you can see all of this great action. Of course, with this app, you can keep up with the action from all of our live games to our highlights and, of course, the final score. And guess what? If you miss any episodes of Into the Trenches, you can catch up with those as well. So all you have to do is take out your phone, scan that QR code on your screen right there, and you'll have access to all things local sports. And the best part about it, other than seeing this face, of course, is it's free. So be sure to download the DSN app today. To the highlights we go. Super Regional Weekend is officially underway in Salisbury, and our game of the night featured Salisbury taking on Rowan. Now, Salisbury took the only matchup in the regular season 6-4, but could they pull out another win in game one today? Roll the tape and find out. Seagulls eyeing a third straight trip to the national championship. The Profs come in at number 23 in the country, and the Gulls jumped all over Rowan early in this one. SU played it 5 in the first, and then Scott Cameron added another with a solo shot. You see him coming around the bases and adding another in the 7th run. Along came Danny Sheeler in the 4th, crushes this pitch. I mean, high and deep and gone to right center field. His 13th homer of the year, and that is the 13th one for the Washington College transfer. The Gulls up 8-0. Jimmy Atkins, he cruised through the first 6 innings, and he picks up another strikeout right there. And then the Profs, they come alive in the 7th. Anthony Schooley, he gets the party started with a 2 RBI double into left. Rowan now on the board. It is 8-2. And Dylan Maria, he followed up with a soft shot off the end of the bat. This one also to left, and it still counts as a hit, and he plates another run. And then don't look now, but then Jason Morgan, he delivered a big blow, ripping a 2-run double of his own into left. Ryan Murphy coming across the plate, folks. Listen, he was all fired up. And guess what? It's a brand new ball game at Donnie Williams' Den. Morgan on second. Robbie Hollenbeck comes in to stop the bleeding. A deep fly out to end the threat and to end the inning. Atkins is still in line, though, for his 6th win of the season. And Salisbury went right back to doing damage. Felt this game getting a little too close. The Gulls played it 2 more in the bottom of the 7th, including this sac fly right here from Luke Wendell. A great catch out there into left, but it would be deep enough to bring in some insurance for the 2021 national champions. Rowan made it 10-6 in the 9th before Benji Thalheimer comes in and shuts the door. Gulls now a win away from the College World Series. After the game, Sheeler and Rice talked about their hot streaks, while head coach Troy Broham wants to see a similar competitive spirit continue into Saturday. Now it is time for our shore standout of the night, and tonight the honor goes to Jimmy Atkins, not because of the hair, but more about the show he put on today, getting the start for the Gulls. Now, while the bats were loud early and often for Salisbury, the local kid from Del Mar provided a nice performance on the bump, holding Rowan scoreless through his first 6 innings of work. He ran into some trouble in the 5th, but still finished with an excellent line of 6 2/3 innings pitch with 6 Ks and no walks, which was good enough to get the big win today. Congrats, Jimmy, and congrats on being named our shore standout of the night. It's now time for our top stories of the day. Pro Bowl wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins was released by the Cardinals earlier this afternoon, and the move saves Arizona $7 million in cap space. Hopkins, the 3-time All-Pro wideout, was under contract with the Cards for 2 more seasons. Now, Eagles fans, you might be a little excited to hear this because on a recent podcast appearance, Hopkins listed Jalen Hurts and a list of 5 quarterbacks he wouldn't mind catching passes from. And now Howie Roseman and the Eagles have that opportunity. Philly entered the 2023 NFL Draft with nearly $20 million in cap space. And looking at the numbers, they still should have over $12 million to spend on DeAndre if they wanted to add another weapon for Hurts. Only time will tell if they make that move. Switching over to local news in Delaware, plenty of Henlopen teams still alive in softball's Final 8. The morning begins with a rematch of the conference final at Del Tech, and Sussex Central looking for revenge behind Madge Layfield and company. Polytech, they have to face top-seeded Caravel Academy at noon, and they are off to a fresh start after a one-hitter against Lake Forest. And then at 1, Laurel hosting St. Mark's, while the Heat throwing Kalen Yoder and Delmarva Christian try to stay hot against Sussex Tech. Lots of action.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
A beautiful day today, but can we expect the grilling weather to stick around for the Memorial Day weekend? For that answer, I pass it over to the expert WBOC meteorologist Mike Lichniak for our full game day forecast. Thanks, Mike. We hope you've all enjoyed episode 5 of Into the Trenches. Joining the tribe last night. Here's what you can expect to see in episode 6 next week. Looking like another good episode. Once again, episode 6 will air on Thursday at 7:30 right here on the Delmarva Sports Network. And in case you want to catch up on the previous episodes of Into the Trenches, all are available on the DSN app. We'll be right back after the break.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Welcome back, sports fans. Just another quick reminder that this QR code on the top of your screen will allow you to watch all of our live sports coverage and shows on the go. Stay up to date on all the action across Delmarva without having to be in front of your TV. Just pull out your phone, scan the QR code, and download the free DSN app right now. Back into Highlight Land we go. The Salisbury baseball team already won Game 1, and they are closer to the World Series. And the softball team is trying to join them with a win. Let's roll the tape and see if they could get that Game 1 win as well. Seagulls entering this best of 3, ranked 1 in D3, but they were in a dogfight early, tied at 1 in the 5th. And it's Emily Stockman reaches down and barrels one into center. Taylor Scott trots home from second, and she gives SU a 2-1 lead. And the Gulls still threatening for more with 2 on, 2 out. But Dutchman starter Jordan Walter gasses one up to get the strikeout. A big K right there to limit the damage, just 1 run. Top 6, Lebanon in need of some base runners, but those are tough when you are facing Lindsey Windsor, who picks up one of her 7 Ks on the day. Windsor wasn't just a threat on the mound either. She gets a good pitch here, belts a 1-hopper to the wall, and she puts on the burner, speeding into third with a standing triple. That would set up Carrie Jacob, and she delivers, folks, as well. Looping one into shallow left center. That plates an insurance run to make it 3-1 Gulls. Entering the final frame, and Danny Holmes up for LVC. She hits one hard to the mound. It deflects off of Windsor's glove, but Natalie Paoli snags it, throws it from one knee. What a play from the senior. And a couple plays later, SU 1 out away. Who else? Windsor gets a jam piece right back to her to flip the first. That does it. The Gulls pick up the always pivotal Game 1 over LVC by a score of 3-1. They'll have 2 chances tomorrow to win the best of 3 with Game 2 slated for 1 p.m. And after the game, Windsor, Jacob, and head coach Lacey Thord talked about their mentality, knowing they always have a target on their backs. Today's superstar of tomorrow, presented by VP Shoes, Vernon Powell, is 13-year-old Max Pusey. Max is a 7th grader honor roll student at Salisbury Christian School, SCS. He plays baseball for the East Coast Titans baseball and the SCS middle school team. In addition to baseball, you can find Max playing basketball for Laurel Youth Sports Basketball League and the SCS middle school team. When Max isn't playing sports, you can find him drumming in the SCS middle school band or training at A4 in Salisbury, Maryland. In his free time, Max enjoys hunting and fishing. Keep up the outstanding work, Max.
From the Wawa Studios.
Before we get into our top plays, we want to give you one more reminder that this QR code at the top of your screen will allow you to download the DSN app and give you access to all the DSN content right in the palm of your hand. For today's Peninsula's top plays, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to look back over the week and name the top 4 plays from this week. So let's get to it. I know it's your favorite part of the show, folks. We start at number 4. It's Caesar Rodney's Tanner Smith with the spinner Rooney around the defender, and he scores despite the late contact. CR would go on to win that one. Coming in at 3, it's Laurel's Ryan Webb getting the K with his back against the wall to save the Bulldogs' lead. A big strikeout in that game, and it is hard to catch up to that pitch. Good stuff. At number 2, it's Indian Rimmer's Jamie Bender coming in from right field to make this amazing catch. Look at that, to rob Laurel of the hit. That's great defense from Bender, and I'm not bending the truth, and that's my corny line for Friday. But our top spot of the week goes to Smyrna's Michael Sebastian, folks. Just look at this one. The nasty no-look goal. Man, oh man, what a play from Michael right there. Getting it done. That was one of the best shots I've seen around this part. Well, sports fan, we reached the end of the show, but don't worry. If you want more content, you can always download the DSN app and watch all of our great content there as well. So be sure to also follow us on social media platforms at Delmarva Sports. Before I go, I got to wish my son Josiah happy 5th birthday. Buddy, keep being great. Daddy loves you very much. As always, thanks for watching. I'm Tyrone Sharper. Till next time, folks.